2018, when we started our journey, one of the first issues that came in front of me was the high maternal mortality rate in our state. And it bothered me and all the team members to the extent that we tried everything possible to bring it down. But that experience taught us many things. The first, which I've already shared with you, is that we need to always look at a problem and be able to identify the cause of the problem and only then address the problem. Because in many cases we end up, as I said, looking at the result of the problem and think that that is the problem. Just to give a small example, when we used to have just 50% pass mark in the metric exam, in the class 10 exam, for 1 week everybody used to be in great sorrow. What is happening? Why our children are not passing? What is the problem with this education system? Are the teachers are not performing? Are the parents not doing enough? Are the kids not studying? And after 2 weeks of discussion, everybody will be back to their life. And therefore we started digging into these problems and saying, well, we can't look at that 50% and say, well, this is the problem. There is another reason for that problem, which is leading to that result. And we started looking at the different issues and we realized that at the grassroots level, when it comes to rural areas, children just don't have access to the information, the data, the questions that they need to have. And in almost every state in the country, we realized that there were different guidebooks that were being made and supported, which allowed children to then clear the exams. So like that, we realized that in maternal mortality also, it's not just about the institutional delivery, but it is really about the access, when the mother needs the access and the support, that system that is required, whether financially, whether medically, whether nutritionally. These things were not available at that point in time. And the high-risk mothers were the mothers which we needed to focus on. And when we started to analyze and dissect this entire problem, slowly and steadily, it took us about 3 years, we started to realize that we need to take specific interventions, tailor-made interventions, to be able to cut the number of deaths during delivery that the state was seeing. And of course, at the larger scale, we realized that we need to make women economically more active, empower them economically. It was our overall society aspect which we realized led to the fact that the mothers were, getting pregnant very frequently. There were some mothers who were 23 years old, giving birth to their 5th child, to the 6th child. And obviously that leads to a lot of trauma for the mother. So these kind of things helped us to analyze the situation, and we managed to today, almost cut the maternal mortality rate by almost 50%. I'm just sharing this with you because it's something very close to my heart. And I'm very happy to see that we are actually able to make a difference in people's lives today and save lives today. And I hope that there will be a day that will come where not a single mother will have to lose her life while giving or bringing life into this world. That's really what our motto and our target is. And I'm sure with support from everybody, we will be able to achieve that. While economic growth is important for us, while this number of GDP or GSDP of 10 is very important for us, it does not speak about the overall growth story that we are trying to talk. And therefore, while a secretariat is important for us, it's an infrastructural growth, it's a growth of a new city, a new hub that comes up. While different festivals are important for us, because it promotes tourism, it creates jobs, it promotes this concept economy, which has got multiplied effect in terms of economics, where ensuring that we have different stadiums being made for sports activities to happen, where it's important for us to construct large roads and a huge network so that people have accessibility to education, to healthcare, to all different aspects. While we do all of these things, economic investment and growth must be balanced. And that is the key to ensuring that we have a healthy and a sustainable economy in the long run. And therefore, if you look at the commitments that we have, in the commitments there is one commitment that talks about nutrition and early childhood development. So what we're doing here today is not just something that we just thought of doing. It is part of the bigger plan. It's part of the bigger picture. All the 10 opportunities on top are areas which we strongly feel that we can unlock unlimited potential out of this and create the kind of jobs, create the kind of economic the momentum we require, create the kind of infrastructure that's required, build up the entrepreneurship ecosystem, so on and so forth. But while we do that, is that enough? It's not. It's not enough. And that is the reason why we need to ensure that there are commitments that we give. That while we do all of this, we will take care of our environment. While we do all of this, we will take care of our children, our mothers. We will take care of the elderly. While we do all of these things, we will ensure that drinking water, power, network, all of these facilities will be available at the grassroots level. Better efficiency in governance will happen. So all of this will be part of the larger Mission 10 of our government. And that is why we are here today. Our economic growth will mean nothing if we are not able to save mothers' lives. All the large infrastructures we create is going to mean nothing if we are not able to provide healthy environment for our young children. If you're not able to take care of their nutrition, if you're not able to make sure that we are able to eradicate stunting and malnutrition, SAM and MAM children from our system. And that is why we are here today. To be able to achieve that goal that we have already set. This is something we did almost 4 years back. And we've been working on this. I'm announcing this today. Doesn't mean that we have just planned it today. Dr. Rupali and others have been here, Dr. Rupal and others have been here for almost a year now. Before that also, many areas have been worked on. But we feel we are finally ready to be able to move forward and launch this particular program. Having said that, another aspect, if you remember, in 2023, in my budget, I had shared with all of you that while economic growth is important for us, it is important to create a happy society. Now, what is happiness? It's always a big question mark, and I really don't have an answer to it. But all I can say is that the overall environment that we provide, where society can be together, where needs and wants will be unlimited, but a level of satisfaction to know that yes, we are blessed to be able to have this, and can we nurture this? Can we be happy with this? Can we ensure that negativity reduces in our society? So on and so forth. I feel these are the small things that we need to do. So while we do all of this in the Anganwadi centers, let me share with you that our target is to make the Anganwadi centers what we call happiness centers. We don't want Anganwadi centers to be just places where children will be there. I hope that we will create a happy learning center for elders also in the same campus. And in the same campus, we'll be having games and physical exercise and nutrition for our elders and for our children. And we will actually have an environment where the elders will then see the young children, play with them, read them stories, have that interaction which I was telling you about how a father should do. Well, a lot of our senior citizens are there. They can help us in this entire process if we are able to provide that ecosystem in terms of having the Anganwadi centers become into what we call active learning centers come happiness center. So these are things that we are working on, and we hope that we'll be able to create.